Welcome to the November 2nd Saturday Crozet. Today we will be sharing another installment from our Newtown project. If you have joined us before, it's nice to see you again. And if you are joining us for the first time, I'd like to introduce you to our producer, the Hamner Theater, as well as the Newtown project. The Hamner Theater was founded by Bumi Pedersen and Peter Coy in 2005 to tell stories of our community in collaboration with our community. The Newtown project stems directly from this mission. In 1985, the Greenwood chemical plant exploded, killing 4 people after years of poisoning the community with toxins that leached into the soil and air and water. The area most affected by the chemical plant was called Newtown, an African-American enclave nestled amongst old plantation homes where their recent ancestors might have been enslaved. In the summer of 2018, Bumi brought together a group of local playwrights, directors, musicians, and actors to dive into the history of Newtown and bring their stories to life on the stage. In the last few months, we have shown new works that derive from this research. And today we are presenting another part of this project, Doug Grissom's new adaptation of The Cherry Orchard by Anton Chekhov. This was originally intended to be a touring show, touring the stately mansions and estates of the Greenwood-Afton historical area, investigating the parallels between the shifting demographics in Russia at the turn of the century and the influences of the railroad and emancipation on the Greenwood-Afton area. There is much history in the ground we walk upon. When COVID hit, we began to look at doing an audio version. The script we are using for this first act is actually what we will use for the audio recording. It is our hope that through this project and through our second Saturday Zoom-versations, we can forge a sense of community during this time of social distance. It is our hope that these conversations will bring us together to think and gain perspective. And it is our hope that by looking to our past, we can make more informed choices about how we approach our future. Thank you all for being here, and we look forward to seeing you after the show for our post-show conversation. And now, Act 1 of The Cherry Orchard by Anton Chekhov in a new adaptation by Doug Grissom.
We begin in a room that was once the nursery and is called that still. The room is in the house of the family Gayev, the house on the estate of the family Gayev. And within that state is, yes, a cherry orchard, the prized possession of the family Gayev. The head of the family is supposedly Leonid Gayev, the head, but he's not really. His sister, Madame Lubov Renovskaya, is really the one in charge, but she's been away in Paris. In fact, she's coming home tonight, which is why we're starting the play, tonight. She's returning with her Donna, Anya, and their servant, Yasha. Waiting to greet them are some other people, including me, who I'm guessing you're meeting right now. I'm Dunyasha, the maid of the house. But I am so much more. So much. It's May. The trees are in flower, but there's a frost in the garden. 2 people are in the nursery waiting. One is myself, and the other, Ermelia Lopakin, a merchant.
Finally, there's the train. What time is it?
Almost 2.
2 hours late. I came to meet them at the station, then fell asleep. Why didn't you wake me?
I thought you left. Oh, I hear them.
They still have to collect their luggage at the station and come down from there. Dunyasha, good Lord, think occasionally. Lubov Andreevna's been gone 5 years. Will she look the same? When I was a boy, around 15 or so, my father punched me in the face with his fist. No reason, he was drunk. I was bleeding, and Lubov, she was younger than herself, took me and washed my face. Don't cry, little peasant. You'll be healed in time for your wedding. Well, I was a peasant after all. Still am, really.
Even the dogs didn't sleep last night. They know. Dogs always know.
Dogs know nothing. I found that out the hard way.
Oh, my hands are shaking. I think I'm gonna faint.
Well, don't. You're not a lady, so don't act like one.
Into the room comes Semyon Yepikodov, a clerk at the estate. He's wearing brilliantly polished boots and carries a bouquet.
The gardener sent these. Dunyasha, can you put them in the dining room, please?
And bring me some kvass.
Of course.
The cherry trees are already in flower. It is freezing. I would like to declare this publicly. I do not approve of this climate. In addition to that, if you don't mind me saying so, if you don't mind me telling you this, I bought these boots 2 days ago, and they squeak terribly. See? What can I do, Ermolai Alexeyevich? What can I put on them?
Are you still talking? Go away.
Some new disaster happens to me every day, yet I can still smile.
Here's your kvass. Simeon, you're still here?
I suppose I'm not then. I must go.
What is wrong with you, Yepikodov? Pick that chair up.
There is an illustration, or rather, further proof, to state it boldly, what circumstances I find myself in. It is even simply marvelous.
Don't you have something to do? Go find something else to destroy.
Well, yes.
He's proposed to me, you know.
Really?
He's nice, but I don't know. When he talks, well, he doesn't make any sense. I do like him, I think. I don't know. He's so unlucky. Everybody calls him Mr. Catastrophe.
It's good to be home.
Home!
They're here.
Oh, I'm fainting. Catch me.
No, I won't. Come on.
And we rush out to meet them.
Hello, everyone.
I have your bag!
Is that your dog?
Of course it's my dog.
The room is empty. Then a noise begins. People walking in the door, the wonderful chaos of saying hello.
Hello, everyone. Hello, house. Oh.
Taking off coats. Here, a servant enters, 87 or 88 or 200. Enter, leaning on a stick, walks quickly across the room. He wears an old-fashioned livery. He's mumbling to himself. Who knows what?
Let's go in there.
That's Anya, the young, beautiful daughter of Madame Renevskaya. She's my favorite. She knows I'm pretty. Now she enters the room.
Mother, let's go through here.
Lubov Renevskaya sweeps into the room.
The nursery! Oh, how I've missed it.
And then Varya, her adopted daughter, who has been taking care of the estate. Your rooms are just as they used to be, Mother.
I used to sleep here as a baby, and it's all the same. As if time isn't real. And Varya, the same as ever. Like a nun. And Dunyasha.
She kisses me. See, I told you I was part of the family. Now, here's Leonid Gayev, Lubov's brother.
Train 2 hours late? It's inexcusable. I'm gonna write a letter. Just watch me.
Now others come in. Ermolaya Lepakin, who you've met. Charlotta, a governess who comes in with a little doll on a chain.
And my dog eats nuts. Isn't he glorious? Oh, gloves to knit.
Now, Boris Pishtik, a landowner who always seems out of breath.
Dogs eating nuts? What will they think of next?
It's so cold in here. Don't you think it's cold?
Want some exposition? I'm your girl. Lubov has been in Paris. Anya, accompanied by Charlotta, went there to bring her home. Gayev, Varya, and Pishtik went to the station to greet them on their return. But now all of them leave, save Anya and myself.
I'm ragged. I haven't slept in 4 nights.
Please, I have to tell you something.
Now? Well, say on.
The clerk, Yepakotov, proposed to me.
Yepakova, where are my hairpins? Oh.
I'm confused. He loves me. He loves me so much. Still, I don't know.
I love this room. Can't believe I'm really home. Tomorrow, I'll get up early and run through the garden. But now, I need sleep. Oh, I haven't slept since... Oh, how could I sleep?
Peter Sergeyevich came by 2 days ago.
Peter? Is here?
He's sleeping in the shed. He didn't want to be in the way.
How does he look? Does he look well? Has he gotten taller? He doesn't have a beard, does he?
Well, girl, let me tell you.
Coffee. Mother wants some.
This minute.
My pretty is back.
It was horrible.
Oh, I bet it was.
Charlotta talked the whole way and kept doing tricks. You know those tricks she does. Why did you make her go with me?
Well, you couldn't go by yourself, kitten.
And Paris was cold. My French is embarrassing. And I find Mother in a room with various Frenchmen and women of another species, empty wine bottles and no place to sit. Men kept asking me to sit on their lap. Some women too. But Mother was so pathetic. I hugged her and wouldn't let go. And we cried.
I don't want to know.
She has nothing left, nothing at all. And my money's gone too. We barely managed the trip back. And Mother, we had dinner. She ordered the most expensive things, overtipped the waiter. And Yasha, ooh, Mother's made him a footman of all things.
I saw the
He's still
weasel.
with us.
I saw the weasel.
And here, has the interest been paid?
With what?
Of course.
The place is going to be sold in August.
Oh.
Moo! Moo!
Pumpkin! Girl, I'm wishing just...
Varya, has he proposed yet? I know he loves you. What's he waiting for?
He's busy. He doesn't think about me. I wish he wouldn't even come around. And everyone's talking about our marriage. It's maddening. It's... Oh, you've got a brooch like a bee.
Mother bought it with money she doesn't have. I went up in a balloon.
If you could just marry a rich man, this would all be settled. I could go away. To Kiev, Moscow, the moon.
Birds are singing. What time is it?
It's almost 3. Go to bed, kitten. Come on.
Now the aforementioned footman with the traveling bag enters the room. He's handsome in a surly sort of way.
May I go this way?
Yasha, I didn't recognize you.
Who are you?
When you went away, I was only so little, only so high. I'm Dunyasha. You don't recognize me?
Oh, and now you're a little cucumber. Come here.
Oh. What's that?
Saucer, I think, I'm sorry.
Well, maybe it'll bring luck.
Let's tell Mother that Peter's here.
No, not now. He might make her think of Grisha in the past.
True. He was Grisha's tutor. Just think, Father died 6 years ago in another lifetime. And a month later, my little brother Grisha drowned in the river, and Mother just breaks. And she leaves us. She leaves everything. And then she...
Don't.
The mistress wants to have food in here. Is the coffee ready? Dunyasha, where's the cream?
Oh.
Gramblehead, Madame's back from Paris. Master once went to Paris. In a carriage.
What are you talking about, Fierce?
The mistress is home. Everyone in their proper place.
I hope that coffee is almost ready.
You're coming in, Dunyasha!
Mother?
I have the cream.
You want a medal? That's your job!
God, Mr. Catastrophe.
Mr. Catastrophe.
Oh, God.
Red ball into the corner. Is that right, Leonid?
And another stroke into the middle pocket. We used to sleep in this room when we were so young. Now how old am I this year?
Time goes by.
Who does?
I said time goes by.
I smell patchouli. Ugh, it's offending my nose. Who is it? Lepakin!
Going to bed. Good night, Mother. Good night, Uncle.
And good night to you, little delicate flower. The flower that catches the dew.
Okay.
It's almost 3. You men should go.
Oh, Varya, stop being a nun. Stay. I'm having coffee.
I'll go see if they've brought in the rest of the luggage.
Your coffee, madam?
Thank you, sweet fears. I'm so glad you're still alive.
Day before yesterday.
He doesn't hear well.
I'm going to Kharkov on the 5 o'clock train. I wish I could stay and gossip with you all. You look well, Madame Renovskaya.
Look well. She's beautiful. Dressed in Paris fashions and so on and etc.
My father was serf to your father, and you more than anyone did so much for me I've forgotten everything else. I love you as if you were my family, and that's why...
I can't sit still. Oh, look, my little precious table. Yes, I'm silly. Laugh. My old clock. Oh, let me kiss you.
The nurse died.
Yes, I heard by letter.
Anastasia's died too. And who else? Where's my candy?
That reminds me. My daughter Dushenka sends her love. She really does.
I have to go now, but before I go, I have some very, very happy news to tell you. As you know, the cherry orchard will be sold on August 22nd to pay your debts. That is not the happy news. The happy news is I have found a way to save you. Listen, your estate is 13 miles from town and the railway runs right by it. So it's very convenient. If the cherry orchard and the land by the river are broken up into lots and we build villas to rent, you'll get at least 25,000 rubles a year profit.
I don't understand a word you just said.
He's talking in riddles.
Now, listen, you'll make 25 rubles a year per villa. If you advertise now, you won't have an available plot by August and you can pay all your debts. I must admit, I'm proud that I thought of this, that I found this way to save you. But there's work to do, of course. We have to take down the old buildings, this house, of course, and cut down the cherry orchard.
Cut it down? The cherry orchard is the most remarkable thing in the whole province.
The only thing remarkable about the cherry orchard is it's big. It bears fruit only every other year and nobody buys any.
This orchard is mentioned in the Encyclopedic Dictionary.
If you don't follow my plan or think of one yourself, by August 22nd, the cherry orchard in the whole estate will be up for auction.
Our cherry orchard is mentioned in the Encyclopedic Dictionary.
Now, in the old days, 40 or 50 years ago, they dried the cherries, soaked them, pickled them, and made a delicious jam out of them.
Be quiet, Fierce.
Now, was it jam? The point is, they knew the way.
What way?
I forgot. Nobody remembers.
And what about Paris? Did you eat frogs?
I ate crocodiles.
Fantastic. The French are wonderfully strange.
Listen, before now, there were only aristocrats and peasants around here, but now the summer people have arrived. All towns, even small ones, are surrounded by villas. In 20 years, the summer people will be everywhere. And eventually, they'll cultivate their parcels of land and the cherry orchard will be back.
The Encyclopedic Dictionary. Our cherry orchard.
Here, I have 2 telegrams for you, Mama.
From Paris.
Why are you tearing them up?
I'm done with Paris.
Do you know how old this bookcase is? Huh? A week ago, I knocked it over. It was made exactly 100 years ago. Oh, we should celebrate its jubilee. It's a fine bookcase, after all.
100 years. What will they think of next?
Oh, dear and loyal case, which has stood guard over our family for generations, standing proud and containing the great books. You have upheld virtue and faith, pointing us towards a glorious knowledge of a common consciousness with all mankind.
Yes.
The same as ever, Leonid.
Off the right to the corner pocket, red ball to the middle pocket.
I need to go.
Here's your medicine, madam.
Give those to me. Never take pills, my dear. They never do any good. Or any harm either.
Did you swallow all of them?
You're insane.
You're a glutton.
No, they were here at Easter and ate only cucumbers.
What is he saying?
He does that. We're used to it.
Senile and decayed.
Charlotta, I haven't said hello to you yet.
Don't kiss my hand.
Oh, you're so cruel.
Oh, first my hand, then my shoulder, then, oh, dear God, mil sobramet.
I have no luck at all. Then do one of your tricks.
Yes, Charlotta, do one of your tricks.
That wouldn't amuse me at all. I'm going to sleep. Je dors.
Well, I really must go. I'll see you in a few weeks. Goodbye.
Good night.
Hey.
Goodbye.
Night.
Think about the villas, please. And if you decide to do it, I'll raise a loan of 50,000 rubles right away.
Go already. Just go.
I'm going. Good night.
Night.
He's ridiculous. Oh, excuse me. He's Varya's fiance.
Uncle, stop.
Why not, Varya? He's a good man. It would make me happy.
Well, to be completely frank, he is a good man. And my Dashenka, she says that too. But, she says a lot of things. Oh, but good woman, if you could lend me 240 rubles to pay the interest on my mortgage.
We haven't got it.
I have nothing at all.
Oh, well, something will come along. Once I thought, I'm ruined. I've lost everything. And then they built a railway over my land and gave me money. Something like that will happen. Maybe Dashenka will win 20,000 rubles. She's got a lottery ticket. But think about it. Just 240 rubles, good lady.
He's gone. Let's go to bed.
Stop brushing my trousers.
You put the wrong pants on again, Scrabblehead.
The sun is rising. Look, Mother. The golden trees. Hear the starlings.
The garden's white.
As a child, I used to gaze out here into the orchard. It looks the same now. Oh, God, if I could only go back there.
The orchard that will be lost.
Look! There's my mother in the orchard, dressed in white.
Where?
There's nobody there. I thought for a moment, but...
Now we meet Peter Trofimov. He dresses like a student, but he's too old. Or is he?
Lubov Andreevna! They told me to wait until morning, but I needed to see you. I'll go away in a moment.
Who?
It's Peter Trofimov.
Yes, I was the tutor of your Grisha. Have I changed so much?
Peter, let me hug you. But poor little Grisha.
Oh, Luba, don't.
Grisha, my boy.
Mother, don't upset yourself.
It's all right. You can cry.
Peter, you're so different. So old.
On the train, a woman said I was a moldy gentleman.
You were just a boy, a young student. Now Your hair's thinning, you wear glasses.
I'm still a student.
I'm glad you're here. Are you really still a student?
I think I'll always be a student.
Well, that's nice, I suppose. I'm exhausted all of a sudden.
Let's go to bed.
Yes, bed. Oh, my gout. I'll stay here tonight. But tomorrow morning, Lubov, my dear, just 240 rubles. That's all I need.
This again.
But listen, only 240 rubles just to pay the mortgage.
I have no money.
Such a small sum. I'll pay it back.
All right. Give it to him, Leonid.
Yes, from all our wealth.
No, why not? He'll give it back.
Everyone leaves except for Gaev, Varya, and Dyasha.
Still throwing money away. Oh, move away, Yasha. You smell like a chicken.
Please don't compare me to poultry.
Your mother came here from the village yesterday. She wants to see you. She's been in the servants' quarters this whole time.
Well, bless her heart.
Go see her, cockroach.
She could have come tomorrow. I'm going.
Mother's the same. She'd give everything away without a thought.
I tried to think of ways out of this mess, and I've come up with quite a few ideas, which is the same as having none. We could marry Anya to a rich man. I could go to Yaroslav and try my luck with a countess, your grandmother. Oh, she's very rich, but she doesn't like us. My sister had to marry a lawyer instead of a nobleman, for one thing. And then Luba, the way she's acted, well, my sister is nice and charming, but one has to admit she's somewhat depraved. Oh, you feel it in her smallest movements.
Anya, why are you out of bed?
It's no good. I can't sleep.
My sweet, pretty girl. Oh, you're not my niece. You're an angel with wings.
Why did you just say that about our mother? Why would you say those things?
Oh, I know. It was wrong. I also made a speech about a bookcase. Only when I stop talking do I realize what I've said.
You should just say less. Just don't talk.
Yes, please, Uncle. You'd be so much happier if you didn't talk.
All right. I'll be quiet. No more words. But listen, there is one idea. I could arrange for us to get a loan. I was talking to certain men in the village the other day. They can help me fix it.
Do you really think so?
Could that work?
And another thing, Anya, your mother could talk to Lopatkin. She could get him to loan us some money. And after you've rested, you could go to Yaroslav, to the countess. Your grandmother likes you. I think we'll have 3 irons in the fire. One of those has to catch fire or get hot, or something. Trust me, I will not allow this estate to be sold.
Yes. That's what I'll believe. It's going to be all right. Now I'm calm.
Leonid Andreevich, don't you fear God? Go to bed.
Oh, all right. Good night, my dears. We'll discuss the details in the morning. Trust me, I can work this out. Trust me like the peasants do. They love me. We have to learn about the peasants.
You're doing it again, Uncle?
Yes. Stop.
Leonid Andreevich!
Right! Off the two corners in the middle. Here I go.
I don't want to go to grandmother. I don't like her. I may hate her. But I'm calm now anyway.
It's almost 3. Let's go to bed. If something bothers me, in the peasants area, in the peasants area, where the old people are, Polga and Karp, they've been letting tramps stay there. I didn't say anything, but then I heard Karp say that I said to give them nothing but peas because I despise them. Ha! I told Karp to come see me, and I said to him, "You ingrate, you..." Anya? Asleep? You've made your point. Come along. Peter, shh. She's asleep.
What? I hear all the bells.
Yes. Come along, child.
Anya, my sunshine, my spring.
And there's Act 1.
Hello, everybody. As we're getting started, if you're still logged into the YouTube, if you would close that because we will start having feedback. And I always like to begin these conversations just asking about everybody's comfort in being recorded. We are still live on YouTube, so if usually what I suggest is maybe we stop being live on YouTube, but we do like to record the conversation for posterity.
Okay.
And I'm gonna maybe it was her. We are still live on YouTube.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi.
Hi, Nancy. Thomas.
Hi.
Thomas.
Nice to see you.
So can I just ask,
that was great.
can I ask one more time that if you have YouTube open that you close it just so we stop having the feedback coming in?
Oh, okay. Does it apply to us?
That's